What up, everyone?
What's
It's
going on,
Tito.
everybody?
All right, guys, we are live. Tell me about where y'all are.
Riverbend Paranormal Indiana in the house, and we're at Randolph County Infirmary in Winchester.
Y'all have terrible reception.
What's that?
Y'all have terrible reception.
Yeah, it's hit or miss here, but we're out in the middle of the boonies in Winchester, Indiana, at the Randolph County Infirmary. I'm currently sitting in one of the more active rooms.
So what room are you in, Ricky?
I'm in Doris's room, and Doris was a resident here for over 70 years. She was also a cook, and this is a room that she passed away in. Some of these are actually her dolls, and y'all know me and dolls. I'm terrified of these things, so there's lots of them here.
So it was her room. What is that, hospital or where are you at?
What's that?
Is that a hospital or what kind of place is that?
Yes, this was kind of like, I guess, when she was here, more of a nursing home. So,
okay,
where she spent her last days. I did drop a recorder, so that's what everybody heard. But, I gotta pick it up real quick. Hope nobody.
You keep freezing up, Ricky.
How about now?
Guys, I'm in the jail cell doing a little live video.
So Tim, you're gonna do a little investigation in the jail cell?
Yep, I'm in the jail cell up here on the second floor of the infirmary. This is where they would keep all the unruly patients that they got out of order, got out of line. And I'm sitting there just trying to see what's going on. So far, it's a little quiet for me, but
And have you investigated in there yet tonight?
Not tonight, no. But this is where I did my first fear challenge at. The first time I was here, that was a very active night. Something was playing with all my equipment, along with my video camera as well. So I don't know. I might feel a little lucky later and chain back up and blindfold back up in the old jail cell here to see what I can get going.
Oh, okay. So why is there a jail cell in Randolph Infirmary? What is going on with that?
Well, because they would have people, they call them the thugs, that would get themselves in trouble every now and then. Either they'd be picking on patients. There's claims that, I mean, in a place like this too, you have petty theft amongst the tenants that live here. So if you were caught stealing or something from one of the other tenants, they had a guy here, but they called him the judge. And it was kind of like a court system, even though he wasn't an official judge. And he would sentence you to a day in the jail cell or whatever, depending on what the severity of your case was, whatever it is you did, say like on the outside. But so this is where they kept the unruly patients at. They actually got a whole jail cell in this one room. It's a one-man cell, but with all the comforts at home, as you can see, you got a nice little toilet.
You have to shine the light. I can't see.
Yeah.
It's Cody the Kid, everybody.
I don't see you, Ricky. You're gonna have to probably go to another location and.
Probably. Yeah, I'm not getting good reception.
Not at all.
Nope.
Doris does not want to be on film.
Nope.
I have an EDI meter device in
Step
here
out
set up.
and tell me if the reception gets a little better.
Okay, we're gonna talk to Tim while you go somewhere with better reception.
Okay.
So Tim, you're gonna do an investigation for us, huh?
Well, yeah, I'm trying to.
What do you got down there? What kind of equipment?
We got EDI devices, REM pods, millimeters, laser grids, a little bit of everything. Some night video cameras, recorders. Just trying some different scenarios out from the last time we were here, because we got quite a bit of evidence off the second floor in the female section. We actually had a disembodied voice, a woman saying sorry after she made a noise, and I told the people that were with me to shh, and she said sorry. So the lady actually was aware and intelligent enough to know that we were trying to do a time block, and she was being a little noisy, and she realized it when I shook everybody, and she apologized for it. So, and everybody heard it with their own ears as well. We caught it on 3 or 4 different recorders as well. So that made me decide I want to come back and want to try to interact with this female spirit here and try to get her to come interact and talk with me more. So we had one of the little light up balls down in the hallway where she normally hangs out at earlier, and the ball went off 2 or 3 times earlier, but then things just kind of got quiet. So
Nice.
we'll see how the night progresses. It's still early out here. It seems like the later it gets in this place, the busier and quiet or crazier it gets. So we'll see how it goes.
Nice. So, Ricky got booted. He just said he lost reception altogether. He can come back.
No.
Yeah, it's kind of hard when you're in the boondocks to see
Yeah,
what's going on.
we're way out here in the middle of the boonies. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're probably 20 miles from civilization at this point.
You know, like in between all those cornfields.
Right, exactly.
But how's the feel? Because last time when I went, we had probably like close to 20 people, maybe 25 people there, and it's just four of y'all tonight.
Yeah, it's just 4 of us, so we actually got a lot more area to cover with it. So with just a few people, it's a lot better. You ain't got so much noise contamination.
Yeah, no
it's not
contamination.
running. Yeah, no one's running on top of each other. It's actually a lot more settled tonight. Almost too quiet though right now. So we'll see how if it picks up.
So when you were saying earlier about the voice, that was from another time you were here. You're just trying to see if you can get that again, right?
Yes, we were here in August and we were doing what we call a time block on the 2nd floor on the women's section. We were all sitting there. The first thing that went off was one of the devices lit up for us. Something was interaction with the EDI meter. Then Scott Smith seen a light anatomy shoot up one side of the staircase and go into a room across the hall. And this is all during our time block. And then out of nowhere, we heard what sounded like a footstep on the last step on the staircase coming up from the 1st floor. And that's when I kind of told everybody to be quiet for a second. And then immediately after that, we could all hear a disembodied female voice tell us sorry. So it was pretty impressive. We all kind of got pretty excited. And whatever it was, whoever she was pretty intelligent. You know,
So
she
tell me
knew
what
what
tell me what a time block is, because your brother actually came up with that idea, Chris, right?
Yes. Well, time blocks when we all, depending on how many people are here on the property or at the location, we all try to separate ourselves in different parts of the location and stay still and just do exactly what it is. We try to freeze up, stay still. We do a time block and we sit there and we'll do EVPs and video, but we're all, you know, just in standard position and just doing EVPs and trying to be as quiet as we can and trying to get something to interact with us. We normally do it for 20 minutes or so in the different locations throughout the building.
So y'all just go to a place, that way there's no noise contamination. So you know if you're getting something, you're actually getting it. It's not somebody in the next room making noise, which happens at a lot of investigations if you don't go with your own team. If you go with other teams, you
Of course.
Yeah, so I think that was a brilliant idea he came up with.
Yeah, it's a great idea. It's come in handy pretty often. But
So
tonight it's kind of, go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, go ahead, finish. Tonight is what?
I was just gonna say tonight it's pretty quiet though. There's not a whole lot going on right at the moment. Like I said, we've had a couple interactions. I was down in the basement earlier on the male side, and spent a little time down there. Thought I heard someone moving around in the kitchen. Do you remember the kitchen, Angela, when we were down in the kitchen? So anyway, I was sitting in that hallway and I kept hearing these noises from the kitchen. Sound like somebody was in there shuffling with some pans or something. But it ended up being a big exhaust fan on the one side of the kitchen, and the wind was blowing the vents from it, banging things around, so I was able to debunk that. We're just trying
It's
to
not a
put some
gun
work
wreck.
in.
That is actually the jail cell. Somebody said they
What's
loved
that?
Dwayne
What'd
was
you say?
saying Dwayne was saying loving the gun rack, but it looks like guns behind you, but it's actually a jail cell.
Yeah, it's bars. It's bars.
So turn the camera around. Let us see what you're looking at right now. It's actually a little jail cell inside of the infirmary. So slow, because your reception is terrible. It's all good.
Can you see it?
I can see it.
This
I
is the
love that
jail
place,
cell.
man. I miss it. I wish I could be there with y'all tonight.
Yeah, it's a cold one here tonight, though. It's very, very cold.
Yeah, I'm a sissy when it comes to the cold, so I definitely probably don't want to be there.
Right?
Yeah, I remember Waverly Hills earlier this year. We were freezing. We had heating pads in our shoes and everything. It was terrible. And I don't think it was, 40 degrees. They all are at, 25, 30 degrees right now?
Something around there.
Yeah. No heat
It's
in the
definitely
place.
cold. It's definitely cold.
So is Ricky going to try to come back or what?
Yeah, I don't know where he's at. Ricky, where you at?
Because I know Ricky was saying earlier in a live that he had done that. He's already had an experience where it was like somebody came at him.
Let me see, give you an idea of how long these hallways are.
That's awesome.
Last time we were here, me and Angela were rolling up and down the hallways in the wheelchair. Remember that?
Yes, I remember that now that you bring that up.
Yeah, I don't know where everybody else is.
All alone.
So I'll take you over to the little area where the female likes to interact with us. This is the area where we had stuff set up. We had an EDI meter sitting down here on the corner. This on the floor behind me. And here's the steps I was speaking of. I don't know if you guys can see those steps, but probably not.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But there's a step right here. This is the noise we heard when I shushed everybody, and that's when a female voice came through and said, "Sorry." And we were sitting about right here in the hallway. And then there was a couple team members in this room off to my left here. But yeah, so, and that's where the the little light up ball lit up a few times earlier, just down there at the end of the hallway. And I'm a good 25 feet away from there, so I don't believe it was me. And
for people that are watching that don't use the equipment, the little ball you're talking about is just like a little toy ball that lights up whenever something touches it, but something actually has to touch it in order to make it light up. Right?
Right. Yeah, it's a little motion activated ball. It's got a motion sensor to it.
Yeah, you're going into an area that's breaking your reception because you're getting really bad. So, hi.
There's Luke.
How's it been going, buddy?
Pretty good. How about you?
Good. You want to tell us about the history of this place? Because I know you know it.
Yeah. Yes, he's very good with the history.
Sure.
This is my historian right here.
This is the Randolph County Infirmary. I forget when it was built. I know it shut down in 2006. A lot of history here. There was no staff on patient abuse here, but unfortunately there was a group of patients here called the thugs. They were they caused a lot of trouble here. They actually took advantage of some of the women here, and there's a guy here named John Oliver Champ. It's on the other hallway where Tim was just at. Okay, I'm gonna move on from that. They threw him out the second story window, and there's a spirit named the judge. He was actually here. The reason why that jail cell was there, the judge put that there to put the thugs in because they were just getting out of control. There's a nursery right down this hallway in those rooms. Now,
You gonna walk down there and show them?
Yeah.
Just leave it there for
might
now.
as well leave. This is the women's room.
I think we're gonna lose them. Yeah, y'all broke up. Y'all not gonna be able to go to the nursery, I don't think, unless y'all go by a window. You heard me?
Yeah. You still got me right now, don't you?
I got you. Yeah, I got you now, but y'all froze up for a second.
They discovered that this is a nursery at the maximum a little over a year ago. Now, make sure you remember this. This is a key why they know this room, the room next to it used to be one big room. Okay, there's
You
a
broke
woman
up
here
now.
named Lulu.
Hold on
There's-
one
hi.
second. You're breaking up. Repeat yourself. What about the board?
Okay, this board right here, the room next to it has this board, but no other rooms in this entire building has this. So that's how they know this room, the room next over, used to be one big room. There's a woman here named Lulu. She had a kid and she wasn't married. So back in those times, that was very frowned upon. So basically society considered her trash, unfortunately. So the staff knew about it. They knew people here they found out they were gonna come after her. They protected her in here. She had her child in here in secret. And there's also a theory that the way she had her child, I mean, it's not been proven, but some people think that she was to take advantage of by one of the thugs, maybe. I don't know. There's also a woman here named Ida. She was a patient. She was known to be very nuts. She was just not all right in here. And then it's not been proven, but apparently she was drag herself around the hallway, wallowing in her own feces, which there's actually been people who worked here said it's actually not true. But anyway, what is true is that she was causing so much problems. She wasn't violent like the thugs were. She was just yelling, hooting, and hollering all day. So they had put her in the basement so she just couldn't bother anybody else. So there's pipes on the ceiling up there in the basement in the room, and she tied a noose. And I could be wrong, but I think she tried to back out of it when she was trying to hang herself. But she accidentally kicked the chair down while she was trying to back out, and she hung herself to death. And there's Doris. Everyone knows her. Very nice and sweet woman. She was a cook here. I think she just died of old age. She was here basically her whole life. Her family thought she was mentally challenged, which she very well could have not have been, because back in those times, people just really didn't know how to diagnose mental disorders. But who knows? But she cooked a lot in the kitchen. And Doris actually touched me. It was actually the 2-year anniversary when I was here the first time. Big group walked out of that kitchen in the basement. I was the only one walking out. Something ran up behind me. I heard that behind me. It wasn't this jacket. She pulled my jacket. I knew it was her because later that night, me and my friend Chase from there, we asked Doris, was that you? I asked Doris, is that you that pulled my jacket? She goes, yep. And the spirit box here. But now there's another spirit here named the Tall Man. I've seen him. That's the first shadow figure I've ever seen.
Where did you see him at?
In the basement, because I remember I was with the tour guide. Although there, people here in the group I was with, they were just pay attention to him. I was just looking around the area, and I happened to see at the other end of the hallway a probably 6'5", the minimum, probably a 7 foot tall shadow figure walks in there. And at first, I didn't know about the tall man. So the tour guide here, Ted, looked at me and said, "Did you see something?" And I said, "Yes, I saw a tall black figure run into that room." And he straight up said, "Oh, that's a tall man. We see him down here sometimes." And he never mentioned anything about that before I saw him. So I thought that was crazy. And he's kind of like the guardian here. He's nice. He protects the other spirits here, protects the building. Some people think his name is William. Yeah.
I don't know. What area you want?
I'm assuming you told me about that woman who said sorry.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
good talking about
We
that.
me and him want to find out who that is. That's another 3 room. Yeah, might as well show her just those boards.
Now, wasn't there a storage in this room or?
It's the same, it's.
Oh, yeah.
These boards, there's one there. This is how they know it's nursery because these are the only two rooms that had those boards. But
So what's what with the room down here with the dolls in it? Let's walk down this way real quick.
I think it might be outdoors as well.
Y'all are going so fast, the reception is poor. But, how many floors is that place? That's 5 floors, right?
First floor, second, 3 floors in the basement.
A basement, and then they had the attic too, right?
Well, yeah, okay, 2 floors, the basement and an attic.
I wasn't being a smart ass. I was seriously thinking that they had more floors.
That's just a closet. I think it might be. It's probably on this side.
If you join from the group, it's not going to show who you are. So you have to say who you are. Somebody's saying what's up, but I don't know who they are. You have to accept StreamYard in order to get your name on there.
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to you.
No, I heard you say something about
Talking
StreamYard.
about
Something.
the comments. Where are y'all
Sorry,
headed now?
everyone. I'm new to this stuff. I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to this StreamYard live video stuff.
I think that's all.
We're gonna take you down to the first floor.
The first floor is the men's. I think that one. This is the men's.
What's up, David?
Hmm. You got a gurney.
I don't know, but like that's like some of the original furniture.
Got some pee pants.
Yeah, they really do something. Those were good.
Hmm.
So we're on the main floor now?
Yes, we're gonna run you around there now.
Hey,
Look at the pretty
Jean.
apple. Look at the pretty apple tree.
Yeah, this is the original name.
And once again, everyone, this is the Randolph Asylum
This is a nurse.
in Winchester, Indiana.
This, real quick. This is the nursery area. This is where they brought in patients who were sick. So basically, this is kind of like the clinic area. I don't know if this is original or not. The sink might be, because it's attached to the wall, but I don't know about that chair.
Y'all might not be able to stay in there. There's a really bad reception in there.
That's just a random.
All right, well, we're trying to get over to show you the doll area, Doris's room, the former cook of the building. She was very loved in this
Yeah,
place.
me and Frank did a lot of investigating in the kitchen area.
This is Doris's room. Despite this being a men's ward, she was in here. Because I think might have been because she was just so.
Yeah, this is where Ricky got cut off
I
earlier.
know one of these dolls was actually her personal doll, but not all of them. I forget which one. I might be able to look it up online, but I know one of these dolls was originally hers. Now this was her room.
That's creepy.
Even just speaking to her in the spirit box, her EVP, she's just very nice. All the spirits here are really nice. They're just really strong out. But they're all friendly. If you show them respect, they'll show you. I'm not going to mess with that, but I didn't know those things help.
Give it a second to kind of focus before you move on to another area because it's going to be a lot of drag.
Oh, my bad. You know I'm a rookie at this stuff.
You're terrible. You're terrible. Not just playing with you. So Tim, who's all there with you tonight?
It's me, my son Cody, Ricky, our buddy Luke.
You, the historian.
So there's 4 of us here tonight. See, I'm thinking I might want to.
Yes, David.
Right,
I see
that's
your
right.
name now. Very awesome. Very awesome.
I'm thinking I might want to ride the tricycle later up and down the hallways. Try something different.
Yes, indeed. Definitely do that.
I think there actually is a story to this tricycle. I forget. I might be wrong on that. This, you can do it.
Well, once you sit on it real quick, make sure it doesn't fall apart. That way, when I want to ride it, you can be my test dummy.
Oh man.
You can, but be careful how you sit on this.
Yeah.
Be careful. Sit on it lightly. Don't just hit the whole weight.
So, from what Ricky said earlier, this used to be a little boy's room, and I'm really
Yes.
sure about all the details
I
about
forget
it.
his name. I think there's a story of that tricycle. I forget, but he's right.
But as you see, people bring him lots and lots of toys, and balls, and people like to color in here and leave him little pictures and stuff. I just came to ride a tricycle.
No different than pushing you around in a wheelchair all night.
I know, right?
No,
Last time I was here, I had a pinched nerve in my left arm.
I'm sure you already know this, but this was not an insane asylum. It was just a poor asylum. People had nowhere else.
It was
that
what
one
kind
of
of
those baby
asylum?
It was a poor asylum. People who had nowhere else to go. People who were homeless, couldn't find a job. People like that. People who were mentally disabled. This was not a state hospital. State hospital is what you would consider an insane asylum. This is none of that.
Okay.
This is a county. And I know that
Go ahead.
most counties in Indiana back then were required to have a poor farm. This was just one of the many. I don't know how many counties Indiana has.
So Tim, are you gonna chain yourself up and blindfold yourself tonight?
Of course.
Where are you
Just
gonna do
gotta
it at? In
figure
the
it
jail?
I don't know. I'm thinking downstairs in the basement tonight
Okay.
in the dark because it's much darker down there.
Ida's room, maybe? Or maybe the coal room. There isn't a hot spot in this building.
I'm gonna let you guys look behind me. If you guys see something, let me know. You see the boogeyman walking up on me.
You can't kill the boogeyman.
I don't know if we'll be able to go up there. We'll try to show you the attic. You want to go up to the attic?
We
Or you
can
want to
try
go to the basement?
whichever one. We
Yes.
can see what kind of reception y'all get. I want to see it all. I miss the place.
All right.
I don't miss the cold.
Man, it's freezing tonight.
I'm fine.
I got 2 pairs of socks on. I got my thermal underwear on. My
David
thermal
said you
shirt
should do the blindfold challenge on the tricycle tonight.
on the tricycle.
On the tricycle.
What, and ride around the asylum blindfolded?
Oh,
There's Ricky.
I can see you doing it.
Welcome. All right, come on, everybody. Come here real quick. Jump into the light and say hello.
Who we got here?
What's going on, everybody?
Hey.
This here's my son. We call him Cody the Kid.
Ricky, the jailhouse snack.
And that's our historian and good special friend and guest, Luke Gawley.
Hello there.
So we're gonna try to take you guys upstairs now to the attic.
Well, we got good reception. Ricky, I want to hear that story you were telling earlier about whenever you first got there, you got pushed or something.
The what?
You went
when I got
live earlier.
approached?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that was on the second floor. The first experience I had, it was literally like right as we got here. We are on the second floor, so I'll show you exactly where that was. That was at the end of the hall, wasn't it? Yeah. So down here, yeah. There we go. There we go. We got light finally. It's a little bit of a stretch till we get to it.
Hey, Corey from North Carolina.
Is the connection still good?
Yeah, you're still good.
Okay. So, no, it's this one. It was in this room down here. No, wasn't it? It's this one. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This is a chair. So, I got lights. There we go. So, Tim and Cody were over here. This is the door. We finally got it closed enough that the outside wind can't come in. So we're trying to fix that because it was making all sorts of whistling. I was literally standing right about here, and I was facing just like this. Of course, it's pitch black. Something literally walked straight up to my face. Like I felt the ground around me move, and it kind of went and kind of got in my face and then was gone. And I had my recorder rolling and the camera, so hopefully I caught something, or the movement. So that was my personal experience. That was the craziest so far tonight. So hopefully something else will happen.
Awesome. What about the rest of y'all? Did y'all get any experiences yet too? Are they still
What?
around you?
For Cody?
Cody?
Yeah.
Cody, you got any experiences tonight?
Yeah, we did. We did have an experience together. The same spot where Tim caught the EVP the last time we were here, which was in this stairwell, but we need light.
You're breaking up a little bit
1
now.
second. I'm gonna get the light out. Damn it. No, it's light. There we go. Sorry about that. So, Cody, you got the light? Okay. In this stairwell here, I don't know how to switch it around, but you can see it behind me. We were coming down like this, and I was like, we're kind of at a fast pace. I got down to about right here. I told Cody, I said, because I thought I heard something behind us, so I said, shh, stop. And as soon as you hear that, you hear two distinct footsteps on the stairwell above us.
Wow.
That my recorder actually caught one of the footsteps, and then not even, how many seconds later?
10 maybe?
Not even 10. You can hear this faint voice. I don't know if it's on the recorder or not, but it called out, and we both heard it. And then at that point, you actually saw something.
Oh yeah, it was right here.
Right? Yeah, show everybody.
Because we were freaking out, right? Well, we're not freaking out. We're like, whoa, what just happened? Okay, so we're looking up here because we hear stuff coming from up here. I'm like, I see something in here. Yeah, at that point we're like, okay.
And it was pitch black. I mean, we didn't have the lights on or
No
nothing.
lights on or anything.
So it's almost like
Y'all are
they're
breaking up a little bit. What area are y'all in?
We are on the second floor stairwell, first floor. So it's the stairwell that ascends to the second floor from the first floor, because the basement stairwell is like right next to us.
So that's like right by the kitchen area? I'm trying to, like the living room area?
No, it's a little further down. This is actually the other end of the second floor common area.
This is the.
Yeah.
But it was just interesting because I mean we caught a lot of disembodied voices from this area. It's just like whatever female or whatever person that hangs around them. I mean, I don't know, they just really like this spot. And they're not afraid to show themselves.
Yeah. It's almost as if they're curious tonight. They're not afraid to, show themselves and make themselves known. So it's going to be an interesting night. I think it's going to just get a little crazier throughout the night.
Yeah, I definitely think with just having 4 of y'all there tonight, y'all probably get a lot more activity.
Oh yeah. They're not going to be as overwhelmed, and
Yeah,
when you're here with us, we had like 20 people here.
I know. If not more.
It was crowded.
Out there barbecuing.
Yeah. So I think the spirits are digging not having that many people. Caught them dancing. Hopefully everybody saw it. So yeah. T-Dog, where are we going to next?
You can try to walk it down to the basement.
Yeah, let's try to go to the basement. I don't remember what it looks like. Is that where the like the pantry was? You broke up now. Just me.
There he is. There we go.
Yeah.
His lock screen set on him.
Hey, my father put this in my pocket, so how come with that?
Or is this one? Oh, I put it at the base camp. But
I gotta go turn it off.
oh, it's on? My bad. So we I'm gonna try to take you to upstairs to the attic.
So we're in the basement now, or you never went down yet?
No, we're on the first floor. I'm working my way all the way up to the attic.
Oh, we're going to the
I'll try to
attic.
show you.
I like the
Try to
attic.
show
That was
you.
pretty cool. I don't believe we'll have reception in the attic though.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm walking up the stairs now, so as soon as I start losing reception, say something.
One of the group users says it looks like it's freezing.
Yeah, it's fucking freezing.
You
Oh.
can't say that.
The one thing I like about this place, you guys can't probably see the size of it, but this attic is huge.
Yeah.
It runs across the whole top of the building, and it's all open space up here. So it's pretty neat. I don't think there's really too many claims up here. I think the judge character used to hold his little court trials up here in the attic. But other than that, I don't think there's really too many claims up here that I'm aware of. I've never really had any personal experiences up here.
Yeah. That's why I took that picture with the flashlight. Wow, it looked creepy.
Yeah.
Or you took it, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was an awesome attic.
Give you a quick look at the attic.
I can't see anything.
Sorry. Sounds like there's some bats up in there tonight.
It'd be cool if you got like bombarded by bats live TV.
Boy. And this here is a huge ladder. Probably can't see it. Can you see that ladder? It runs all the way up to the roof. To go out there and do any fixing you need to do on the roof. And I looked at Angela. I was like, "No, ain't no way I'm climbing that ladder. It's not secure. I'm not gonna die climbing that ladder." Angela
really
was like,
wanted to climb it.
"Yeah." He's like, "I'll do it." I'm like, "Yeah, you're crazy."
I didn't do it though. I wanted to.
So they have a bunch of chairs up here. You probably can't see them very well, but they're normally sitting around in a big circle. And people come up here and do EVPs and stuff like that. But I think some people have some of the toys up here move. Here's like a little dog on a bicycle. Couple balls throughout the attic. But again, like I said, I really haven't had no personal experiences up here in the attic. Not myself. And we'll try to walk you down to the basement. I don't know if you guys can see. Walk back down steps. I gotta use the flashlight to see where I'm going, so you'll have to give me a second. anybody got any questions, Angela?
Nope, nobody has any questions yet. If y'all do have questions, just go ahead and put them down and Tim will answer them for you. Or if you're just tuning in and you don't know where we're at, just let us know.
All right, we're gonna attempt to try to go to the basement. It's gonna be dark down here. I don't know if there's a light for down here. See what I can do. All right. Well, this is the basement area, guys. You really can't see it. You can see the kitchen all the way down at the other end of the hallway. Recently, Chelsea Ladden from Destination Fear was here in this very hallway doing her little time by herself. And she was across this room here, Ida's room, which is the story is that she hung herself from either a broom from these pipes or from the pipes itself. So she was sitting outside of this doorway here, right where these chairs are, and she was down here all by herself, and she heard a loud female voice say, "Hello?" And she freaked out quite a bit. She was crying over someone telling her hello, but whatever. So we'll walk you down the hallway and I'll show you the kitchen.
You broke up at the end of that story, so she heard the hello and what happened?
And she freaked out. She started crying. She freaked out because she heard a female voice say hello to her. And she radioed the rest of the guys to come in and help her, I guess. You really can't see where I'm at because I'm in a basement here. It's pretty deep. I'm trying to find some extra lights to turn on for you guys. But here, this little button right here, if you guys can see it on the wall there, I'm gonna push it, right? Did you hear that?
Yes, we heard that.
It's the wake up call, motherfuckers. It's breakfast time.
It sounds like dinner call to me.
Yeah, dinner call, breakfast call.
Isn't it? Yeah, that's like right by the kitchen too, right?
Here's the kitchen.
Yeah.
Now we got some light for you. So anyway, I was telling you that I was down here earlier, and I was in that hallway back down that way, and I kept telling you I kept hearing something that sounded like metal trays in the kitchen, and I had to come try to figure out what it was because I thought somebody was in here messing around. It was that big exhaust fan up there, and it's got some vents right behind it, and the wind was blowing so hard it was knocking all that stuff around. So I thought I got some, but it was debunked. And
Hey, part of what we do.
this is a picture of the famous Doris. She was the cook here. She worked here for many of years. She even died here. And a lot of people bring her flowers and leave coins and different little odds and end presents for her here. She was very loved, not only here, but very loved in the community as well.
Daniel Chill says, "Don't go into the basement." It's a little too late for that, huh?
What's that?
Daniel said, "Don't go into the basement." I said, "It's
Oh,
too
yeah,
late for
well,
that. You're already in the basement." And Jerry, hey Jerry, said, "Are the paranormal more active in the night and why?"
No, not really. They can be active any part of the day. It just depends on the location and how the spirits want to interact with you. I mean, I personally prefer myself to investigate at night because I feel like it gives you more of that element of spookiness, and I'm all about being spooky, so I'd rather myself investigate throughout the night. The last time we were
The reason
here,
why I like to go in the evening time or at nighttime is because everyday life has slowed down at that point, and it's a lot more quiet. So you're not getting that noise contamination.
Exactly. Exactly.
Then we have a Facebook user from the group that says, "Has Doris spoken to you previously?"
No, she hasn't spoken to me, but I believe that's who told Chelsea hello that night, being that she's down in the basement and this is where Doris spent most of her time, was this in this kitchen behind me there. I believe it was Doris that said hello to Chelsea. But the more notorious claims to happen down here are a very large shadow figure, 6 to 7 foot tall, down in this area. I've never personally seen him myself, but Luke was here a couple of years ago and seen him down here in this area down in the basement. I'll try to show you guys around a little more down here in the basement.
Does anybody have any more questions?
An old boiler here. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. I wish they had some more lights down here to turn off for you guys. But if you guys have never been here, it's one of the more active places here in the state of Indiana. We've gotten some great activity in this location, some great evidence, disembodied voices, some great EVPs.
Tell everybody that just tuned in where you're at exactly.
We're at the Randolph Asylum in Winchester, Indiana.
And it's 20 degrees.
And right now we're currently in the basement area of the building. Trying to give everybody a little tour, a little history on the place.
Jerry wants to know if y'all using any specialized equipment.
Not really right yet. We might get into a little bit more later on, but right now just some basic old school recorders and videos and some different devices. Now back whenever I used to get sick here, this little area was a dry food storage behind me. I don't know if you can see the shelves. Oh, running in the chairs and shit. And then here's a big old freezer here.
Didn't they keep bodies in there at one time? I remember
Yes,
something about that from before.
yeah, in this very room. See, here's a butcher block here. Sorry, this is. But along this wall, yeah, they used to just pile the bodies up right on the floor and just stack them up right along this wall back behind me here. And I can't remember what disease it was, but back in the days, this wasn't a concrete floor. It was a dirt floor. Sorry, I'm trying to fix my phone here. It was a dirt floor, and they said whatever disease, it had something to do with pigs, some kind of pig disease. I can't remember what the name of it was, but they said that the blood from the people that died here soaked into the dirt of this floor. And the historian, the guy that talks about the place, his name's Ted. He once said that if they were to dig up this floor, this concrete, that it would pretty much allow that virus, pig virus, to get airborne again if they were to dig up the floor, because the blood was mixed in with the dirt. Now, I'm not no soil expert or know much about diseases, but
Maybe that
I guess
came from.
most of the people died from that pig disease.
Yeah.
Or hog disease.
Mine.
But without my flashlight, just showing you real quick how dark it is down in this basement.
Yeah, it's just black.
Yeah, without a flashlight on or any kind of light, you can't see what's in front of you. But this is supposed to be one of the more scarier areas in the building. Not really that scary to me, but most people feel a feeling of dread down here in the basement. They're pretty scared of the basement.
Yeah.
Somebody left a wheelchair down here for me.
What time are you going live for your chained up, or are you just gonna record it tonight?
I'm not sure if I can do it live or not. Now that I see that I can do it live here, talking with you, maybe I will be able to do a live version of it tonight.
Yeah. So
I'll
everybody
have
has
to-
that to look forward to. You're gonna post it on your page or the group?
Yeah, probably the group page.
The group page, which is still called Paranormal Worldwide.
It's called the Paranormal Worldwide Crew. Again, the Paranormal Worldwide Crew. If you ain't checked us out, come check us out. Come join our group. Our team name is Riverbend Paranormal Indiana. And that's pretty much the format of the building. We're walking up out of the basement now. Back into the kitchen. Looks like Cody's over there making some hot cocoa for him. You got marshmallows? Marshmallows and hot cocoa. Because it is a freezer night.
And I heard y'all had burnt pizza rolls too.
Do what?
Burnt pizza rolls.
Yeah, Ricky burnt the fuck out of the pizza rolls, man. He's fired. So in one of these rooms, they have some, okay. I see it now, but I gotta go grab a light, show it to you. This is one of the parlor rooms. Trying to find a light. Here's some of the items that belong to some of the residents. This is old school. Sorry about that, guys. Can you hear me, Angela?
I hear you now. You froze up
All
for a
right.
second.
That's the old school prosthetic leg. Can you imagine wearing something like that back in the days?
Oh, no way.
Could you see it?
I can see it.
Yeah, it looks like some kind of, I don't know what the hell all this stuff
You are
is.
frozen again.
A whiskey bottle. Got a couple old wheelchairs throughout the building. Everybody knows like, oh shit. Kick back in the wheelchair. Other than that, guys, there's not much more to the place. I mean, just some old furniture laying around.
Well, I'll let y'all get back to investigating. I appreciate y'all coming on live with me.
Oh yeah, no problem. Stay tuned. Like I said, I'll try to figure out a place to do my little lockdown, and we'll see if we can get that going for you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll definitely tune in and watch that. All right,
All
Tim.
right.
Thank you.
Everyone, have a good night. See you soon.
All right, bye.